Did you know the breakup of the Wailers, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer, was fueled by money, mistrust, and a white producer accused of playing favorites? From accusations of exploitation to bitter feuds over royalties, the story behind their split is a tangled web of drama and betrayal. But who really caused the breakup? Was it Chris Blackwell, Bunny Wailer, or something deeper? This is the explosive, untold story of how one of reggae's greatest groups fell apart, and why their legacy is still shrouded in controversy. You won't believe the secrets behind the music. The iconic musical trio comprising Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer carved their names into reggae history with timeless hits like Simmer Down, Trenchtown Rock, Nice Time, Concrete Jungle, and Get Up, Stand Up. Their journey in music officially began in the early 1960s, and by late 1963, the group had grown with the inclusion of Beverly Kelso, Cherry Smith, and Junior Braithwaite. At this stage, Braithwaite took on the primary vocal responsibilities, while Marley played the guitar, Tosh handled the keyboards, and Wailer provided percussion. Kelso and Smith enriched the sound with their backing vocals, creating a balanced and dynamic ensemble. However, in 1965, Kelso departed, leaving Bob, Peter, Bunny, and Braithwaite to share the role of lead vocalist. Shortly afterward, Braithwaite also left the group following his lead performance on It Hurts to Be Alone, reducing the Wailers to their most recognized core trio, Marley, Tosh, and Wailer. Despite their synergy and groundbreaking success, the group disbanded in 1974, with each member venturing into solo careers. The reasons behind the split remain a widely debated subject, with some analysts pointing to the influence of Chris Blackwell, the head of Island Records. Allegedly, Blackwell found it more commercially viable to market Marley, given that his father was of European heritage, making him a more accessible figure for Western audiences. Renowned lawyer Miguel Lorne has suggested that Blackwell deliberately orchestrated the fragmentation of the group to propel Marley into the global spotlight. Lorne argued that Blackwell's definition of the world predominantly referred to white audiences, sidelining the contributions of Tosh and Wailer in the process. The fallout from these events deeply affected Peter Tosh, who reportedly began calling Bob the white man's son in response to the industry's shift in focus. Legal expert Maxine Stowe, who managed Bunny Wailer until his passing, also weighed in on the matter. She contended that Blackwell actively rebranded the Wailers' collective efforts under Marley's name, effectively erasing Tosh and Wailer from the narrative. Stowe further highlighted ongoing legal disputes over the ownership of the Wailers' music catalog, arguing that financial and branding matters have remained unresolved for years. One of the most contentious issues revolves around the song One Love. Originally a collaborative creation by Bob, Bunny, and producer Clement Dodd, the song's later re-recording primarily credited Marley, leaving out its co-creators. Stowe emphasized that this misrepresentation has led to an incomplete understanding of the Wailers' legacy, particularly for newer generations. She advocated for a correction of the historical record to ensure that the group's full contribution receives due recognition. Despite these critiques, reggae historian Copeland Forbes has refuted the claims that Blackwell was responsible for the group's dissolution. The debate surrounding the Wailers' breakup remains an enduring topic, reflecting the complexities of music industry politics and the struggle for rightful recognition. Rather than attributing the group's dissolution to external forces, Copeland Forbes asserted that Bunny Wailer himself was the key factor behind the split. According to Forbes, Bunny's departure in 1973, shortly after the Catch a Fire tour, was fueled by misunderstandings regarding the tour's financial arrangements. Forbes recounted that Bunny became perplexed upon reviewing a financial statement that suggested the group owed money to the record label. Unable to comprehend how such a debt was possible when they were the ones actively performing, Bunny reportedly questioned the legitimacy of the figures. However, Forbes explained that this was a common industry practice. Record labels frequently provide financial backing for new artist tours, and these advances later appear as liabilities on financial records. Forbes suggested that Bunny misinterpreted the situation, leading him to walk away from the band. He even attempted to convince Peter Tosh to follow his lead. However, Tosh's then-girlfriend, Yvonne, is said to have advised him against leaving, which prevented the group from dissolving at that moment. Following Bunny's departure, the remaining Wailers proceeded with their U.S. tour, bringing in Joe Higgs as a temporary replacement. Despite this adjustment, Bunny never returned, marking the beginning of the group's eventual fragmentation. Beyond his grievances with the record label, Bunny Wailer also held strong resentment toward producer Lee Scratch Perry. He accused Perry of exploiting the group's talent, claiming they never received proper financial compensation for their collaborative efforts. According to Bunny, Perry took advantage of their creative work in the studio while withholding the financial returns from the albums they recorded together. The experience left him embittered, believing that Perry's actions had caused significant financial setbacks, one he never forgave. Chris Blackwell, meanwhile, has continuously refuted allegations that he showed favoritism toward Bob Marley due to his mixed-race background. While he acknowledged that both Peter and Bunny viewed him with skepticism as a white producer, he rejected claims that he deliberately marginalized them. In his autobiography, Islander, My Life in Music and Beyond, Blackwell maintained that Peter Tosh's resentment toward him stemmed from a misunderstanding. He disclosed that Tosh mockingly referred to him as white well and white worse behind his back. Despite these tensions, Blackwell insisted that his decisions were not racially motivated and that Tosh's suspicions were misplaced. Although differing perspectives exist regarding the Wailers' breakup, one fact remains indisputable. Their collective contribution reshaped the reggae genre. Their legacy endures across generations, and the ongoing discussions about their split only reinforce the profound impact they left on music history. Who do you think was really to blame for the Wailers' breakup? Was it Chris Blackwell's alleged favoritism, Bunny Wailer's financial frustrations, or Lee Scratch Perry's studio disputes? Let us know in the comments below. What's your take on the drama? And if you could ask Bob, Peter, or Bunny one question about the split, what would it be? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more shocking stories behind the music legends who changed the world. Drop your thoughts. Let's unravel the mystery of the Wailers' breakup.